Hello.
Hi, Mischa. Finally, we're here.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes, good to
Yeah,
see you.
good to see you.
Show me your place.
Okay, welcome to my new home. I live here for 1 month now, 1.5 months on Bali. I'm on Bali for 6 months now.
Are you here
And
6 months?
yes, and yeah, this is my new place. It's like an artist's dream for me.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, because I live upstairs basically, and downstairs I work. And it's a very calm, quiet place with a river and nature and privacy and high ceilings and light. And I feel like I can think here very well and meditate and do my yoga. And
Perfect.
yeah, yeah. Here you can see some of my latest works. Um, one important, or one thing that I'm trying to discover or trying to explore is the roundness through the straightness.
The
So,
roundness through the straightness.
yeah, because I would say there are basically two principles, geometrical principles, is straight and round. You can draw everything with these two principles.
Yeah.
And also there's sort of the feminine and the masculine. And yeah, in all of my works, it's straight lines that create some roundness, as you can see. Like
Yeah, it's like it's got volume.
yeah, volume.
Volume,
And,
yeah.
yeah, or
Not volume, but yeah, volume.
volume, or yeah, it gets into a soft shape, even though it's straight lines. Yeah, and another aspect is that I only draw a line if I have a specific thought in that moment. So for every drawing that you see, I chose a specific energy. And
The intention
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not magic. Every artist is doing it. Every artist puts his energy, his intention in his piece, but some are doing it consciously and some are not aware of it. Even a child can put energy into a drawing. Okay, so yeah, it's basically 3,500 times the thought.
The thought.
Yeah, it's not just a line. It's 3,500 times I am powerful in a very feminine way.
Yeah. So I'm curious about you.
This one.
So you came a long way. You know, like it takes a person to do something so simple and that would stand out so much. So you must have had quite a story of your from like of your life or what experience you experienced in your life for one line
Yeah,
to have such an impact.
yeah, yeah. I see
When
what you
you
mean.
look at your work, like as I said, the time was gone.
Oh, when you looked at
When
it, yeah.
yes, when we
Yeah.
met first, and
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
your
And
piece.
I would say this is the moment you really fall into the piece,
Yes, and
or
then-
even close your eyes.
Yeah, and nothing else exists, and you
This
kind of
is-
in this. I don't know, like a portal. I don't even
Yeah,
know how
yeah,
to explain.
yeah.
But it's
This-
really, really powerful.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
This
It's
is
so
the-
powerful.
this is
So
the
that's
intention.
why one of the reasons I want to do this video as well is just I want to hear more about you, about your personal story. Should
Okay,
I ask you
so-
about your childhood or
No, I think it's
how you came to Bali?
Yeah. No, I think it's very
the
simple
thread.
explanation how I got into this, because I'm a long-term meditator. I meditated already as a child without anybody having taught me how to meditate. And
just by yourself?
yeah, before going to sleep, I always went into a sort of transcendental stage. And I only realized when I, at the age of 16, was introduced to a meditation teacher who taught me a technique, and I was instantly very, very deep in meditation and reminded of my childhood meditation. And this whole experience led me far away from substances, for example, from drugs or alcohol. So I live quite a healthy life, and I became a Buddhist monk at some point in my life.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
at the age
this
of 25.
is why.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And I immersed myself very, very deep into meditation. Like there were there were times where I meditated 10 hours a day for months because I was living in the forest. And this is in Australia and in Thailand. Yeah. And it's very, very beautiful how I actually got into the monastery, because I didn't intend to become a monk. I didn't intend to get into a monastery, but I had certain sufferings that made me look very, very deep inside myself and train my mind. And that's why I would say, of course, everybody can make many lines, but I can sustain a specific thought while I do this, because I trained my mind for more than 20 years to do this. And also I can hold my concentration for quite a long time, because I meditate sometimes for 10 hours a day. And so one of the things in the process of my art is that I'm really trying to do the piece in as few sessions as possible. So best would be to do it in one session, because then I really, really get into the art and I really get into the process and into the energy. And it's quite interesting, because even if it's really cold, like I work a lot in the night with the air conditioner on, and it gets really cold, and I start the process, my body heats up like intensely. I already destroyed 3-4 art pieces because my sweat started falling on the art. I don't know how it works, but I'm just fully in the energy that I want to transmit into the art. Real art, I would say, happens in the moment you maybe even close your eyes while you're in front of my piece.
Oh.
This is for me the when I see somebody doing this, I'm like, okay, he is experiencing my art. There are two ways to become an owner of my piece. One is maybe like you, where I open myself up for, like, this is not planned, you know, this was not planned. I was like, okay, like what is it going to be that I'm gonna put into my art? It's not my plan.
Yes,
and then I'm like, okay, this is going to be, I'm powerful, and it's going to be for a woman with long brown hair. I even wrote it on the back of my piece.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it.
Yeah. And then I started. So without knowing the owner, I'm trying to connect with the owner already, and put
I don't have chills because it's so hot, but oh my God.
Like my whole life's intention basically is to help people to raise their consciousness, to transform, to heal. This is what I've been doing all my life now. So I also studied psychology, and so the second way how to connect with my art is I meet a future owner who says, I want an art piece, and I'm gonna have a little conversation with the person, and I'm gonna see where they are at their life, and then I suggest what I see that they are missing.
Yes.
And it's simple things like I am safe. A lot of people don't have this. Or like the last one I did was, I am in peace. This guy was always a little bit anxious. Or this one is, I think this is going to be for a Russian man.
Oh yeah.
I haven't met him yet, but the intention in this one is, I am perseverant, persistent.
Persistent.
Yeah, like he sticks to the plan and he goes through.
It sounds like someone I know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Your husband. Yeah, and also another aspect is, maybe this is beautiful to know for everybody who will ever buy my art, is I'm collecting money to start a project that is about conscious dying. Buddha
Yes.
is saying every human should frequently contemplate 5 things in their life.
Yes.
Number 1, the most important one, is death, because it's gonna happen.
Oh.
Yeah. So my intention is to create a place for conscious dying. I already have a property, but I need to set up in Portugal, and I want to help the Western society to be way more joyful regarding the death process, because there's it makes no sense to approach something inevitable with fear or with grief or whatever.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be one of the most exciting moments of your whole life. It's gonna be so intense and so magical. It's gonna be one of the moments where you really connect to truth. Yeah, so all the money that I'm creating and that I'm earning from my art is basically to serve the purpose of helping people to die well.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Oh my Buddha.
yeah.
So it's going to be like a center
In nature.
In nature.
In nature, very quiet place where people are able to learn about death, but also where they can come and die when they are ready. Because most of the people, they are not so connected with their life energies.
Yeah.
But if you're connected, I know, for example, in your case, I'm 100% sure you will know. You will know 2 weeks before.
When it is time.
Yes, you will know. Like, this is one of my favorite quotes. As long as they understand,
your gods will
die with you.
Die with you. Yes.
Yeah. As long as you understand that this is that you are the creator and the creation at the same time. I can also, like, I was like, oh, okay, let's trust the process, because most of my drawings, they draw themselves. In terms of, I just try to make a line, I just try to make a perfect line, or perfectly copy the line before, but I'm gonna make mistakes because I'm human, I'm not a robot. So in that sense, my art is quite a human art, because if a robot would do it, it would just be 100% straight lines. But because I make mistakes, the drawing evolves to something organic and it tells a story. And that's how human lives are, If every human life would be super straight, like a plan, there would not be a story to tell. Like the irregularities, they tell the story.
They make it perfect.
They give it life.
Yeah. Because I wanted to ask you quite simple questions. Where are you from? I don't know where you're from.
And I'm from Germany.
And you're from
But
Germany?
my mom, Maria.
Your mom, Maria?
Yeah.
From?
Iran.
Ah, from Iran.
Yeah. So I'm half. I have both cultures in me. But I would have never considered myself German. I don't like this is also like the Buddhism and the yoga. You try to widen your sense of identity, you know? So I would never say I'm German. Like the biggest thing I would maybe say is I'm a human from Earth.
So Bali, we're here in Bali,
Bali,
today,
yeah,
and I want to capture you here today, your life
yeah,
as an artist.
yeah.
It just started, right?
And I've been a musician for most of my life.
You're a musician as
Yeah.
well.
Interesting moment in my life because I gave up. I gave up on music. And I would have never thought that I could give up on something that beautiful.
Yes.
But for me, it created a lot of freedom and a lot of pressure went away from my shoulders because I wanted to make it in the music world. And then I just naturally started drawing, and I had already concepts, art concepts, for many years. But since I gave up on music, all of a sudden I could start with the art.
With
And
no conception or
No.
nothing, just
it just
flows.
flowed
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And I've been drawing nearly every day since then. A blessing, Bali,
Yeah.
for so many people and also for me. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mischa.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming by.
Iranian hug, not a
yeah,
German
thank
hug.